Here's your bank draft, Joseph.
I can still think of 6 good reasons why I shouldn't go.
I can think of 1 good reason why you should.
Yeah, what's that?
I asked you to.
There go my 6 good reasons.
Now, you know what to do.
Yes, sir. Ride to Platte City, cash the draft in the bank, and bring the money to Mrs. Bolden.
I wrote and told her that you were coming, so she's expecting you. Tom Bolden's a real good friend of mine. Doctor, you know. Oh, by the way, if the widow needs anything done around the house, you know, help her out.
Yes, sir.
That bank draft represents Tom's share of an investment that we made together.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Adam told me those investments were a complete loss.
Never you mind. She needs that money, Joseph.
All right, Pa. I'll be your errand boy. I'll be back in about 3 days.
Yeah, that should do it. Now, you take good care of yourself.
Yes, sir. Joe Cartwright. I believe a wire was sent ahead of me about a bank draft I wanted to cash.
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Cartwright. Came in yesterday.
Are you familiar with the Bolden place?
Lee Bolden?
Yeah, that's right.
Sure am. She's delivered milk and eggs in town the past 3 years. You a friend of hers?
Yeah, sort of. Is her place far from here?
No, about 20 miles. You just stay on the main road north till you see her sign. I got 9 thumbs and a big toe for fingers today. Town's losing a bachelor tomorrow, and I'm gaining me a wife.
Oh, well, congratulations.
You mind telling me what you're doing?
Well, not at all, son. I'm going to rob your bank. Stand away from the cage. You put your hand on the bars. Gavin, get in here.
Now, don't fiddle around. Just get it and get out.
What's the matter? You scared, little man?
Well, I was born scared. You know, it's part of me. Come on, Gavin. Come on.
Poochie, you stay with the horses. Just take the pills. Never mind the hard stuff. And do it fast. We can't leave this behind, can we? Stay loose. Here.
Must be close to 10,000 here.
There is. I'll take it.
All right. Whatever you say.
Now, let's go.
Turn around. I said turn around. Hold it.
I could break a man's skull real easy that way.
You know any reason why he shouldn't?
Sure you got the money? That's what you want?
What we want is to get away with it.
Come on, give the kid a break. He's going to get married tomorrow. We'll give you 5 minutes.
I don't like it.
Well, I do. All right, kid. Now, you've got yourself a deal. Outside, Gavin.
I still don't like it.
Outside. Now, remember, 5 minutes. Count slow.
Stay away from that door! Three of them out there!
I should have killed you both.
They don't hang a man for bank robbery, but they do for murder.
Truck, we're leaving. The whole town's coming.
Wasn't even his money.
Stay where you are. Now, what do you want?
Well, as a starter, I'd like you to point that in another direction.
I'll decide where it points as soon as I find out what you're doing here.
My name's Joe Cartwright.
Ben Cartwright's son?
Yes.
Oh, why didn't you say so?
You didn't give me much of a chance to say anything, man.
Look, I'm alone out here. Too many saddle tramps pass this way. It pays to be careful. I'm sorry. I got your father's letter a few days ago.
Well, then you know why I'm here.
Yeah, the money sure will help.
I'm sure it would have.
Would have?
Yeah, I was in the bank this morning when it was robbed. They took the bank's money. They took the money I was carrying also.
Oh, no. Did they get away?
Yeah, the posse's out looking for him now.
Oh, I could have used that money.
Hey, well, look, when I get back to the ranch, I'll talk to Pa. I'm sure he'll do something about it.
No. When things go wrong, they manage to go all the way. Yesterday, my hired hand was taken to the doctor.
Is there anything serious?
Well, he was a pulled muscle, but when you're 64, anything is serious.
Yeah. Hey, well, look, maybe I could do a few chores for you and earn my dinner. Hey, it's a long ride back to town on an empty stomach.
You're welcome to stay for dinner.
Well, thank you. Look, I'll just put my horse in the barn and wash up.
I think we'll be more comfortable in here, Mr. Cartwright.
Here, let me help you with that. You set a fine table, Mrs. Bolden.
Well, I don't get much chance to show off my cooking. And Gil, my hired hand, would eat old harness if I fried it long enough.
Has he been with you a long time?
He's been with me 3 years, ever since Tom died.
Oh, and he's the only help you have here, huh?
He's all I can afford. And the money I earn selling milk in town, well, that barely is sufficient to keep body and soul together.
That seems like a pretty tough chore for a woman. Oh, why don't you move into town?
Because this is my home, Mr. Cartwright. It's just that simple.
I can understand that. A manual of surgery.
Are you interested in medicine?
I'm afraid only when I'm sick. And my pa told me your husband was a doctor.
Yes. Tom was a fine doctor. When a typhoid epidemic broke out in town, he worked day and night. On the 3rd day, it got him, and he just didn't have any strength left to fight it. I thought to get rid of that. And this. I don't know. Somehow it brings me a measure of comfort. Although I guess it's wrong to seek comfort from the past.
No, I don't think it's wrong. I think it would be a mistake to make it a way of life. Well, better be on my way. I don't like to ride in the rain.
It's 20 miles back to town. The storm will break before you get there.
Well, I'm afraid you're right.
My hired hand has a place set up in the barn. You're welcome to spend the night Out there.
That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. I think I will. Look, is there anything I can do for you before I go?
Not a thing.
Oh, then I'll say goodnight and goodbye. I'll probably be gone before you're up in the morning.
Take your hands off me.
Look, you turned around so fast, I didn't mean
I
to-
know. I know you didn't. It's just that I get so sick and so tired of men who come here and think that because I'm a widow they can behave like animals. And that I should be grateful for any favors they might give me.
Ma'am, you know why I came here.
Please. I'm sorry. I was very wrong. Just that I get so accustomed to the other kind of men. I forget they're decent people left in the world.
Well, there's lots of them. Just have to take time to look for them, that's all. Good night, ma'am.
You can toss that over here, son. You keep running into each other.
Yeah, I like it less each time.
You all alone here?
That's right.
Just you and the woman, huh? Oh, I thought I might need a place to hole up in, so I checked this one out a couple of days ago. What are you, her hired hand?
No.
No? Well, what are you sleeping out here for? Look, I'm cold and I'm hungry, and she's got food and a fire in that house. I need them both, so let's go.
Where's your two friends?
This ain't a very good time to answer questions. Now, come on. Come on, boy. Hold it.
What are you going to do about the woman?
Listen, boy. Last thing in the world I need right now is a woman. Let's go.
Is that you, Mr. Cartwright?
Yeah.
Inside. Close the door. Get over there, by the table. Sit down. Give me the gun. Get over there with him. got any more guns in the house?
No.
You're lying. I could still cause you trouble before you got me.
You're not important enough for me to lie to.
Son, you tell her who I am. Maybe it'll make me more important.
One of the men that robbed the bank. Figure the posse's about 2 steps behind us.
Step and a half, but they're big ones. Storm will give me edge.
You still got the bullet in you.
Oh, yeah. And it don't let me forget it.
How long ago did that happen?
Too long. A couple hours rest. That'll be all right.
A few hours and you'll be dead.
Now you seem pretty certain of that.
I am. My husband was a doctor. I worked with him many times as his nurse. That bullet will cause blood poisoning before morning if it doesn't come out.
You know, the way my insides feel, I kind of believe you. But I got no choice.
Oh, yeah, you got one.
What's that?
Ride into town, give yourself up, and get a doctor.
No. Prison life never did agree with me. Besides, I'd get about 1 mile, fall flat on my face, so...
Think you can get that bullet out?
Perhaps. But why should I?
Well, for one reason, he's gonna die if you don't. For another, he could have killed the clerk in the bank, and he didn't do it.
You mean Grant?
Yeah.
The pain. You'll never be able to stand it.
You let me worry about that.
All right. Clear the table.
Hold it. Wait a minute. All right. Do like she says. Clear the table. Just a minute. You got any whiskey in the house?
There's a bottle in the cupboard. Give it to him. He's going to need something.
I've never been cut before. I don't like people touching me. Now, we're just going to take it easy until this whiskey begins to work. And no tricks. Because I'll kill you both. This time for sure.
He's good and drunk now.
It's not just the liquor. It's a shock and fever. It's delirious.
No choice. That's
Trouble with
We can get started now.
Okay, what can I do to help?
Hold him still so I can probe for the bullet. Help me get him up.
Right.
Leave him in the chair. He's better off not to be moved.
custom. Dirty.
I think we better keep him talking.
Okay, if you don't mind the language.
No, I don't mind the language. A man can say a lot of things when he's delirious. It's not important.
Just rotten. Oh.
I've never known your kind before. The kind who takes things by force. What makes you do it? Because it makes things easier?
What is it you want, lady? My whole life history? Huh? Is that what you want? Back to the time when my folks died in a fire? Hmm? Back to the county farm when they sent a kid that nobody claimed? Is that what you want?
Lots of children grew up orphans. Is there a woman in your life someplace?
There was. Yeah, there was for a while. Went sour, though. I don't know, maybe it was my fault. She was, just like you, awful pretty. Name of Sue.
Joe, you gotta keep him still.
Look, I'm doing the best I can.
Sue.
Come on.
Sue. Sue. Oh. Sue. Don't go away. Sue. Don't leave me. Sue.
You keep talking to him. I'll probe for the bullet.
Go away.
He'll listen to you.
Kiss me goodnight. Like you used to do. Kiss me goodnight. Like you used to.
Quick, kiss him and keep him quiet. I got it. A real good job on this. Look, if you can manage, I'd like to ride into town and get some help.
Well, that would be useless. Storm like this, the river becomes impassable. Look.
That's not so good.
Well, why? He's no trouble now.
It's not him I'm worried about. Those two friends of his just might decide to meet here.
Wouldn't that have happened already?
That's too hard to say. Yeah, I'm gonna go outside and have a look around. You take this. Look, I know he's no trouble. It's just in case.
All right.
Where's the boy? Going to get the sheriff?
Yes. As soon as the storm eases.
$10,000 down the drain. Well, it almost worked.
Was it worth it?
Who knows? Might have been.
How do you feel?
Oh, the wound doesn't hurt much, but my head.
No wonder. Do you know you drank a half a bottle of whiskey?
I did. Did I talk much?
I know your whole life story, including Sue. Don't you remember what you said?
I remember the last part. What about you?
What would you like to know?
Your name, for a starter.
Lee? Lee Bolden.
That's a nice name. Lee. You said your husband was a doctor, didn't you?
He's been dead for some time now.
You have somebody else?
No, Mr. Truck. Like yourself, I'm quite alone. I think I better get some food in you. Still damp.
That's all right. Thing hasn't been washed in about a week.
Is that you, Joe? Joe, is that you?
Saw him coming out of the barn. I never knew what hit him.
You could have killed him.
So what? I've seen this guy before.
At the bank with that clerk.
What's he doing here?
He's a friend of mine.
What took you so long?
The storm. Where's the money?
Talk to you about that later.
I want mine now.
You do?
That posse's gonna pick up our trail as soon as the storm lets up. I want to be long gone by then.
He's right. Let's divide it up now and get going.
All right. I'm sorry, boys, but I couldn't make it 10 feet.
You don't have to. Just tell me where it is. I'll get it.
I got shot in the shoulder, not the head.
Now, what do you mean by that?
I mean, we get the sack and we divide up the money, and what happens then?
We get out of here, if that's what happens.
And then I sit here and wait for the sheriff, right?
We could get nasty.
Oh, you know better than that. I'll put that thing away.
Well, he's got us on the hook. You gotta go along with him.
All right. You get to the storm lets up, but that's all you get.
Pooch, come on and help me up these stairs. I'm gonna get some rest. Open the door.
Hey, we're hungry. Get us some food.
Wait a minute. What'd you do with the gun you took off the boy?
He didn't have one.
That's all right, I can do it. But watch them close.
Hey, Gavin, what you gonna do with your share?
I'm gonna get as far away from you as possible, Pooch.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get me a case of whiskey, a armful of women, and destroy myself. And then if I have any of the 3,500 left, I'm gonna spend it foolish like.
What would you do with $3,500?
I'd buy some disinfectant and scrub every place you put your hands.
Oh, now. How do you know what my hands are like? Lots of girls thought they were real gentle.
Take your hands off me.
Of course I will. But first, I want to show you that they're not as bad as you make them out to be. What rough, huh?
No.
I can keep us up all night, hardhead. Make it easy on yourself. Stay down.
The only way to keep him down is with a bullet through his head.
That can be arranged, too.
No. Joe!
Put it away, Gavin.
He's begging for it.
Leave him alone.
Why should I? What's it to you?
Let's just say I owe him a favor.
Yeah, well, I don't. I'm gonna take him.
No, you're not.
Oh, no? It's just as easy to pull a trigger twice as once.
No, you won't do that, because then you'd never find the money. That money's important to you, Gavin, more important even than killing. It's $10,000.
You came close. Awful close. I'll stand watch outside. Or I might be tempted to change my mind.
We're even now. Good morning.
Coffee's on the stove.
How's your head?
How should it be?
Uh-huh. Where's Gavin?
Still outside.
Well, get him in here, quick.
Hey, Gavin! Come on here.
Pooch.
Yeah?
In the barn, in the back right-hand corner, under the straw, is the money. Get it, then see to our gear. And don't bother to count it.
I don't want to count it. I want to spend it.
Where's he going?
He'll be back.
What do you want me for?
I want you to watch them. I need some coffee.
You ain't gonna give us any trouble, are you, little man?
Oh, Mrs. Bolden. I'm afraid this needs a woman's touch. If you don't mind.
Man of your talent. Seems to me you could pour a cup of coffee.
I suppose. Thank you. Truth is, I wanted to talk to you. Wanted to say goodbye and thank you for all you've done.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Wait. sorry.
What do you want?
I was thinking about some of the things you said. About you being alone. Tell me, it doesn't bother you, does it? You're being alone.
Yes, Mr. Truck. It bothers me. I think you know just how very much it bothers me. But it hasn't made me a hunted animal that can only run and hide until it's finally caught and destroyed.
Why couldn't I met you before? Lee. Where's my gun?
The $10,000 you said was in the barn?
Yeah.
It ain't.
Did you look in the corner where I told you?
I looked in all four of them. There's no money, Truck, no money.
Try again. Maybe this time you can come up with the right answer, huh?
All right, son. Now, where is it?
Speak up, little man. Wait.
Now, look, I don't want to turn him loose on you, but I will if you push me to it. I'm waiting.
No, it's no use, Truck.
But why? I can understand you risking your life for that clerk at the bank, but for pieces of paper?
Oh, that's right. That's right, that's all they are, just pieces of paper. You know, to some people, they represent a lot more. They represent work and sweat in the fields. They represent the savings of a lifetime, and I'm not about to turn it over to pigs like this. Now, does that answer your question?
Yeah. Yeah, it answers it.
Don't answer mine, I don't like being called a pig. Hold on there, hold on. This will take all day, and we ain't got that much time.
You got something better?
You remember last night? Huh? That'll make him talk. Because he's such a real little gentleman.
Yeah, that's right. All right, it's up to you, little man. And I don't think you'd like what I could do to your lady friend.
Touch her again? I'll break your spine.
Now you listen, and you listen good. We're fed up to here with this. Huh, Poochie? So I'll tell you how we're gonna play it. I'm gonna count to 5. If I don't get the right answer, then I'm gonna ride out. But I'm gonna leave 3 dead bodies behind. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll show you where the money is.
All right. Pooch, you stay here with them. You. Let's go. Watch them close, Pooch. And remember, 10,000 spins better when it's split only 2 ways. Like I said, Troc, you're too soft. One of these days, you're gonna get killed. Maybe even today. Let's move. You get one chance, hero, so guess right. Where is it? It's up there. Get it. And move slow and easy when you do. Smart move, but it only gives you a couple extra seconds to live.
Someone's coming out of the barn. It's Joe.
You want to do anything about it?
Like what?
Like your gun. I can get it for you.
No.
I better go.
You were right about a lot of things. I just wish that there was time to... Goodbye, Mrs. Bolden. You need some help with that?
No, I don't need any help with that.
Joe, he doesn't go with you. The money, yes, but not him. Leave it alone. All you need is your horse. Now you take it and you get out of here.
No, you're wrong. Well, I need you. In fact, we need each other, don't we? Come on. You come with me. Well, we could start a whole new life with what's in that sack.
We would be building on a rotten foundation. We'd never make it. This is my home, and here I stay. Now you get out of here, and don't you ever, ever come back. Do you know why, Joe?
I think I know why.
I'd been letting the memories of the past become a way of life. It was all I had to cling to, till now. A few short hours, but he filled them with more meaning than I had known in 3 years.
He was a lucky man, if only for a few hours. Might be the sheriff. Let me talk. I'll handle it.
I'm not going to let you take the blame.
Now, you have no choice.
Please, Joe.
I said I'll handle it.
I didn't know where to go. Or what to do when I got there. Like he says, they never hang anybody for robbing a bank. You think this place could use a reformed gunman? About 5 years.
I think he'd find a job that could last him all his life.
You do? May I kiss you? A man like me usually doesn't get a second chance.
You're one of the lucky ones.
I know it, son. I know it.
Dogs. Smell them biscuits a mile down the road.
You remember why you went into town?
Yeah, yes, sir. What did I go town for?
The mail.
Oh, yeah, the mail. Oh, you got a letter here from Judge Dean Benton Sylvester from Houston, Texas. You know him?
Yeah, Dean's an old friend of mine. Yeah, listen to this. Dear Ben, 2 of my very dear friends will arrive in Virginia City on the 3rd of next month, where they plan to do some investing in land. Their names are Phil Axe and Henry Morgan. These men are honest as the day is long, Ben, and I would take it as a personal favor if you would act as their sponsor and introduce them around your community. Dean Benton Sylvester. Oh, what do you know? Isn't this the 3rd of the month?
It sure is, Pop.
I'd better get into town and make some arrangements for them for a place to stay.
Oh, Pa, you ought to know the best place to stay.
Where's that?
Oh, Widow Hawkins. She takes in boarders, doesn't she, Pop?
Yes, sir, and Paul, she sets the best table in town. She's the best cook I ever saw in my whole life. Except for Hop Senior.
Yeah, she's very neat, too. The only person in Virginia City that changes her guest towels once a week.
If you don't mind, gentlemen, I would prefer not to discuss Widow Hawkins.
Now, wait a minute, Pa. Now, she's got the only decent place in town. You can't expect the judge's friends to stay anywhere else.
I suppose you're right about her having the best place in town to board. Well, I'll go in and talk to her. Adam, would you care to come with me?
Well, why, Paul? Protection?
Now, Pa doesn't need any protection against the widow. I spent a whole day with her last year at the June picnic. Had a wonderful time.
I spent the whole day with her at the June picnic because I happened to draw her name out of a goldfish bowl in which were the names of 50 other ladies.
I hear tell, Paul, around town that you sort of arranged that.
Now, just one long minute. And you look at me when I talk to you.
Yes, sir.
I know that half the people of Virginia City are trying to get me married off to Widow Hawkins. Now, maybe I have to take their smirks and innuendos, but I don't have to take it from my own family. Do you hear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You coming along, Adam?
I'm with you every step of the way, Pa. Right down the aisle.
Benjamin, dear boy, how nice of you to come calling.
Well, Clementine, it's very nice to see you. You know my son Adam.
Oh, yes, I know all your sons, especially the big one, who looks like a peeled grizzly bear.
Oh, that's Horace.
Oh, yes, I remember him very well. But then you have another son,
Oh, you...
Tiny Tim, is it?
No, Widow Hawkins, that's little Joe.
Oh, of course, little Joe. I have the most frightful time with names. But do come in, and I'll brew you a nice cup of sassafras tea.
Well, Clementine, actually, we really don't have that time.
Now, Benjamin, that is not being very neighborly. For years I've been trying to show you the inside of my house, and now is the time. And I shall not take no for an answer. It will be jolly having your friends ensconced here as paying guests. Oh, the tea will be ready.
You know, there's only one thing missing from this room.
What's that?
A trapeze bar hanging from the ceiling.
Benjamin, I see you've been admiring some of my posters.
Yes,
My, I do miss the theatre so. You know, that was how I met my late departed.
Oh, Mr. Hawkins.
Cool. He were a fine gent, he were.
Thank you.
A better husband no lady could ever wish for. Courteous to the extreme, generous to a fault, and all muscle. Oh, I do miss Addie so very much. You have no idea how lonely it gets living in this huge place without a man around the house.
Oh, Clementine, thank you very much for the tea.
Oh, not at all. With your friends staying here and you visiting them, it'll give us a chance to catch up on our talking. Well, goodbye, Ducky. Come again. Soon.
Since I'm in town, I might as well tell Mr. Jefferson, Mr. Axe, and Mr. Morgan are coming to Virginia City.
All right, Ducky.
What was that again?
Oh, I said we better not be late. Hop Singh is serving stuffed duck for dinner.
Yeah. You water these horses and meet me at the bank.
Morning.
Howdy, Smiler Sam.
Oh, howdy, Bet.
That's a little crooked there, Sam. Yeah, how's the electioneering going?
There at the Midland.
Give me another crack at the mayor's office, and I'll put every crook in Virginia City behind bars. As head of the reform ticket, that is my platform.
What are you doing in town?
Oh, I came to see Clementine Hawkins.
Oh.
Sam, it was strictly business.
Oh, sure, business.
Yes, business. Now, it just so happens that there are two wealthy businessmen coming here to Virginia City to invest in land. And I'm fixing for them to board at Clementine's place. So you see, it was strictly business.
Harry, I beg your pardon, Ben.
Sorry, Harry. Listen, a couple of things I'd like to talk to you about.
I tell you, go on in my office. I've got some business to attend to. I'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Harry, my business won't wait.
Are you in that much of a hurry to get out of town?
Yeah?
Oh, very well.
Oh, sorry, Harry.
Here it is. 750 acres of river bottom land. Fellow that owned it let it go for taxes. Shouldn't cost us more than 50 cents an acre.
Oh, excellent, Sam. That's excellent.
You think we should get about $25 an acre for it?
Well, now, Sam, let's not be greedy. Let's ask $20 an acre, and then we can settle for 15. You see, it's not only conveniently close to the town, but over yonder, just beyond those trees, there's a lovely creek that flows through the property.
We call it Sunny Acres.
Well, it's beautiful. Just beautiful. And it appears to be exactly what we've been looking for.
What price are you asking for it? Well, sir, we've decided to let it go at a sacrifice. Shall we say $20 an acre?
Well, that sounds fair.
And equitable.
We'll buy it.
Now, gentlemen, do you wish to pay for the land in money or by check?
Oh, by cash, of course.
Yes, as soon as we sell our nest egg.
Nest egg?
An emerald.
One of the world's largest and most perfect. See, it's called the Burma Rarity, and by consolidating our cash, gentlemen, in this beautiful gem, we eliminate the hazard of carrying large sums of currency upon our persons.
How much is it worth?
Well, it's been appraised at $50,000. But we are so anxious to get our land project development started, we are willing to let it go at $25,000 cash.
$25,000?
Precisely.
Well, gentlemen, my bank will be happy to purchase your gem. Of course, I'll have to have the approval of the board of directors, but that will require only a few days.
Gentlemen, if you were to ask Clementine Hawkins, I'd say they should go as first come, first serve.
Do I understand that you want to buy the emerald?
Cool. And wouldn't I be a foolish one to let pass such a quick profit?
Where are you going to get the money?
I have $15,000 cash, and I'll borrow the other 10. Mr. Jefferson, do you think your bank would mortgage my boarding house and the 125 acres beyond it for $10,000?
Well, I suppose so. If I have to.
Good, then I shall come down to your bank today and get the cash. Oh, but perhaps I ought to have this surprised first.
Oh, very wise precaution, madame.
Positively flawless. Magnificent stone.
Allow me to read you this little card. The Burma Rarity, a replica of the famed Emerald of Burma. Lately, a part of the collection of J. Willoughby Smythe, San Francisco financier. Now, madam, we wish you to have this handsomely engraved little card absolutely free of charge, along with this genuine fake replica of the Burma Rarity. Now, madam, I would advise that you keep this replica on the table here under glass.
Yes, we'll add to the decor of your room, ma'am.
Yes, indeed. Now, of course, the genuine jewel you will keep locked in your safe.
What do you estimate the value of this stone to be, Mr. Nagel?
Oh, possibly as high as $50,000. Certainly no less.
Cool. Then I am to make a clear profit of $25,000. And my dear Benjamin made all this possible. The Burma Rarity and the imitation, alike as two proverbial peas in a proverbial pod. Oh, I beg your pardon.
Gesundheit. And now, madam, shall we complete the transaction?
Oh, yes, of course. $25,000.
Thank you very much. Oh, how clumsy of me.
What happened?
The emerald. I've dropped the Burma Rarity.
What happened?
What happened here? I'll go over there, Mr. Morgan, on your side.
I've got it. Oh, it's all right. Oh, here you are, ma'am. The Burma Rarity.
Well, Mr. Nagel, I believe that will be all. I wish to thank you for your cooperation. Wish you good luck and good afternoon.
Thank you, sir. Good day, ma'am.
Good day.
And now, gentlemen, if you'd care to pay us for the property, that's 750 acres at $20 an acre, exactly $15,000.
Well, Mr. Jefferson, we'd just like to transact business this late in the day.
Yes, if you'd be willing to come to our room the first thing in the morning with the deed to the property, we'd be more than happy to transact the entire deal.
Well, I'd hope to finish the transaction at this
Mr.
time.
Jefferson, shall we say 7 in the morning?
Oh, very well. 7 in the morning.
Good day, gentlemen.
Very well.
Mr. Morgan?
Yes. Come in, Mr. Axe.
Good day, Mrs. Hawkins.
Good day.
Smiling Sam.
Good day.
Good day.
Oh, you beautiful moneymaker. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that beautiful? Mr. Axe, do you realize this is the 5th time since the first of the year that we've sold the emerald?
Yes, Mr. Morgan, I realize that. And do you realize that our total profit to date is exactly $125,000?
By the way, who is scheduled to be our next customer?
Well, I believe Ben Cartwright mentioned a rancher friend of his up in Oregon.
Yes, and also remind me that I've got to order some more emeralds.
Oh, yes, put it back.
gentlemen.
Widow Hawkins.
Do come in.
We want to talk to Mr. Axe, Mr. Morgan.
We have here the deeds and titles to Sunny Acres. Now, all we have to do is to get their signatures.
And their money.
It seems my erstwhile boarders left bright and early this morning.
Left this morning?
Yes, but only for a few days, just to complete some unfinished business. They left a note, and they told me they would return in 1 week, at which time they will complete their business transaction with you.
Return within the week.
Mm-hmm. And in the interim, they want you to prepare Sunny Acres for a town site.
Prepare Sunny Acres for a town site. What do they mean?
Well, they request that you stake out individual lots on which they wish to build homes, and each lot is to be exactly 1/2 acre in size.
Each lot, 1/2 acre in size. There are 750 acres. They want us to stake out 1,500 lots?
Oh, dear.
Precisely. And in case you don't know it, they borrowed your horse and wagon for necessary transportation.
So far, this deal has cost us 1 wagon and 2 horses.
Cool, gentlemen, think of all the money you'll make.
Now, Mrs. Hawkins is right, Sam. Well, we'd better get to it. We've certainly got our work cut out for us the next few days. Good day, Mrs. Hawkins.
Good day, gentlemen. Good day, gentlemen. Good day.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah?
Paul. I was just out rounding up some strays over on the other side of Virginia City. And you know that little old strip of land down there, kind of the creek bottom place?
Yeah, I've been there a couple of times.
Yeah. Well, I just saw Mr. Jefferson from the bank and that smiling Sam out there driving stakes in the ground and marking off lots.
Oh, yeah, well, those land promoters are going to buy about 750 acres from them. They're going to divide them up into building lots.
For who? Fish? Paul, have you ever seen that land in the springtime?
No, it's always nice and green in the summer.
Yeah, well, it ought to be nice and green in the summer. It's under 6 foot of water in the spring.
What?
Yeah.
Smiling Sam and his reform ticket. And he's going to put every crook in Virginia City in jail.
Oh, we better find Axe and Morgan in a hurry.
Oh, I still got them strays to round up, Paul.
You coming along with me? These human strays are more important. You mean they left early this morning?
Bright and early. I believe they'll be back in about a week. I think I overheard them say something about Reno.
Now, look, Clementine, when they return, warn them they must buy no property until they've had a chance to talk to me.
I shall tell the gentleman that very thing.
Thank you very much.
Meanwhile, why don't you and your son sit down and I'll get the tea thing?
No, Clementine, the horse and I are
It would
rounding up some
only
strays.
take
No,
half a mo.
we really don't have
now,
any time.
Benjamin, do sit down.
Let me help you with that, Clementine.
Oh, thank you so much, Benjamin.
Clementine, I've got to explain something. That loud crash that you heard. Now, Hoss here...
Yes, I know. Everyone wants to try the weights. That's the 3rd table I've lost this month.
Well, of course, I'll replace the table for you.
Now, here's a little dainty for Ross. I don't suppose your celestial chef Opsing makes anything like that.
No, ma'am, he sure don't.
I could never understand about Chinese cookery. Sauteed kumquats and hummingbirds' tongues under glass.
Now, Clementine, this bauble, that wasn't here the last time I was here, was it?
Bauble, indeed. You are referring to the Burma rarity.
Burma rarity?
Yes. Your charming friends, Mr. Axe and Mr. Morgan, sold it to me for $25,000. Of course, I had to mortgage the house to make up the rest of the money. But it's a good buy. And Mr. Nigel, the jeweler, estimates its value to be $50,000.
Mr. Axe and Mr. Morgan sold you this for $25,000.
They did.
They took a $25,000 loss.
They did.
They went to Reno.
They did.
Clementine, I'm sorry to have put you to all this trouble, but really, Hoss and I have a great many things to do. Clementine, perhaps some other time. Hoss and I have all those strays to look after. And I'm sorry about the table, but there are many things that we really should do.
Do come back again, Oz.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
And you too, Ducky.
Paul.
What?
Did she say Ducky?
Come on, I gotta send a telegram.
To who?
Judge Sylvester.
She did say Ducky.
They fleeced me of $25,000. Stop. Pretended to sell me a genuine emerald, but during the transaction switched an imitation for the real gem. Stop. Catch the crooks. Stop. See that they're hanged. Stop. Immediately. Stop. Best regards, Dean Benton Sylvester.
And in his letter, Judge Sylvester said that Axe and Morgan were honest as the day is long.
And the days are getting shorter all the time.
Well, obviously, Axe and Morgan forged that letter.
Poor widow Hawkins. Mortgaged her place just to buy that fake emerald.
Boys, I feel morally responsible for what's happened to Clementine Hawkins. I sponsored the crooks. I introduced them to her. And this is as much my problem as it is hers. Now, look, news of this must not get out to Virginia City.
Well, why stall about her being swindled? They'll find out about it sooner or later anyway.
Yeah, first let's find the crooks and get the money back for Clementine. Now, Adam, you stay here and take care of things. Hoss, little Joe, you come with me.
Right, Pop.
Hey, Paul.
What?
Wait a minute, listen. That telegraph feller told me that the widow Hawkins had sent a telegram to an insurance man to come out and appraise that gem.
What?
Yeah, he's going to be here at 8 o'clock on the stage. I forgot.
It'll be 8 o'clock by the time we can get to Virginia City. Looks like we got here too late.
What are we going to do now?
I don't know. I can't let that insurance man get a look at that under glass. Stay here.
He seems to be doing all right so far.
Sure hope he doesn't try to kick it on the table.
Dad, burn it. Look, Joe, it's up to me and you. We got to get that fake emerald. You shoot the light out, and I'll jump through the window and grab it.
Right.
Now.
Shoot them.
Yeah,
Shoot them, Benjamin.
Yes, I'll shoot them.
The emerald. They got the emerald.
They got clean away, Clementine.
He left his hat. Madam, I would suggest that you take this hat to the sheriff. It's a clue to the thief's identity.
Oh, this is my hat.
Well, I still think that this should be reported to the sheriff.
I think so, too, yes.
When you recover the gem, madam, if you will write to me, I will return and make another appraisal. From what little I saw of it, it was a superb emerald. Well worth the $25,000 you paid for it.
Well, you mean that was a genuine emerald?
Oh, I'd stake my professional reputation on that, sir. I bid you good night.
Ducky, did you perhaps think it was an imitation? Now, this hat that you claim is yours, bend down. Bend down, Ducky. we should sit down, the both of us, and have a nice, cozy chat.
You just wait till I get my hands on those two. You just wait.
How'd the widow take the news?
How'd the widow take the news? When she discovered that those brothers of yours stole that emerald, she gave me an ultimatum.
Which is?
She said that she would never turn her relatives over to a sheriff.
Do you mean what I think you mean?
She said that the whole incident would be forgotten if I married her. She even had the gall to suggest she'd come over here to the house tomorrow and rearrange the furniture. Who? I'm going after those two brothers of yours, and you stick right here.
Pa, I was wondering, well, where do you think Clementine will want the barbells? Over the fireplace, or would Addie's tights look better up there?
Hey, good morning.
Oh! Darn it. This thing's been punching a hole in my back all night, Joe. See him? Go get him. Run get him. That's a sick Fido. I knew I'd find a good purpose for that thing.
Hey. Come on. Come on, I'll go back to sleep. We gotta get those crooks before they get too far ahead of us.
Dad burn it. Joe, I'm so hungry I could eat a pack mule.
Yeah.
How come we didn't stop by the ranch house and pick up a sack full of grub before we left? Well, thanks a lot, pup. Hey. Hey, Joe. I smell grub cooking. You smell grub?
You know what I think I do?
Yeah. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Hoss, come on, we got some trading to do. Chief, you got him, trust me. I'm having a hard time getting through to the chief. Look, Chief, big medicine in piece of green glass. A cure warts and dandruff, make your hair shiny. Eat big totem for Chief.
Here, Joe, let me try some sign language. Look here, Chief.
Am I to understand that you gentlemen wish to dispose of this bauble?
Yeah.
In exchange for food?
Oh, that's what we sort of had in mind, yeah.
Very well. There's mutton stew in the pot. Help yourselves.
Hot dog.
Thank you.
Perhaps on the next stagecoach there will be a tourist gullible enough to take this piece of glass off my hands at a small profit.
Mr. Morgan, allow me.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Axe. You know, when I think of those two petty crooks out there measuring lots and pounding stakes into the ground, it warms the cockles of my heart.
Mine too, Mr. Morgan. They were such rank amateurs, you know. Imagine not being able to tell the difference between a cheap piece of glass and a real emerald. The Burma rarity.
And a beauty. What's the matter, Mr. Axe?
I don't know, Mr. Morgan, but it seems to have lost weight.
Oh, my.
One moment. Mr. Morgan, this is a fake.
What? Oh, that is a fake.
Try this one.
I see. Oh, a fake.
This one?
Yep, a fake.
That one?
Yeah, a fake. Mr. Axe, I'm afraid we goofed.
We goofed, Mr. Morgan. You goofed.
I goofed?
Yes, you were supposed to pull the switch. Now, who pulled the switch on who?
Now, enough of this soul-searching, Mr. Axe. I suggest we return to Virginia City and try to recoup our property.
Post haste.
Or faster.
We came for the real emerald. Now, let's have it.
Did you gentlemen say the,
You came for the real emerald?
That's right.
That's right. The one you sold to the widow Hawkins and then stole back from her. Every time I think about the way you two crooks took that poor little widow woman, it makes me mad enough to bite a porcupine.
I'd sure like to see that.
Yeah?
Mr. Morgan, I believe they have us dead to rights. If you'll permit me, sir.
When I started on my career of swindling, Mother warned me that retribution would catch up with me someday. Would that I had taken her advice.
Come on, give me that. That's the real one.
Yeah, you can tell it's a real one just by looking at it, can't you? Yeah, if we didn't have to get this back to the widow to save our Paul's neck, I'd skin you two alive.
Well, I sure wouldn't like to see that.
Oh, young gentleman, would you mind telling me what you did with the imitation emerald that we left with the widow?
We traded it for grub.
Would you mind saying to whom?
Yeah, a fellow named Chief Crazy Fox.
Chief Crazy Fox.
Chief Crazy Fox.
I believe he's that noble redskin that's also in our profession.
Yes, he runs that concession stand down there between here and Virginia City.
Mr. Morgan, I'd suggest that we renew our acquaintance with that worthy.
Post haste.
Or faster.
Right.
He saw the buckboard go by. And the other two went by early this morning. Yeah, thank you very much, Chief.
Heap cheap. Heap cheap.
How much do you want for this?
Me get 'em $10. For you, make 'em 5.
How would you like to gamble it for $5?
Gamble? Poker or dice?
Aha! Neither one. There's a new game in the Westminster. It's called the Shell Game. And it is played very simply with 1, 2, 3 little shells and 1 very small little pea. Now, the object of the game, sir, is to tell me under which shell the pea lies. Now, watch very closely, because if you can tell me, you win. Hey!
Here it is, Paul. I'm certainly glad I caught up with you two highwaymen. Let's have a look at this thing.
the emerald you stole from Clementine Hawkins?
No, you know that one was a fake. This is a real thing. We caught the two crooks in Reno and got it back from them.
Boys, the one you stole was the real thing. This is another one of the imitations.
Huh?
Yeah.
Are you sure, Pa?
I'm positive. Just a minute. What did you do with the one that you so shrewdly stole from the widow? The one which is the real Burma rarity. Speak up.
We traded for some grub.
For some grub?
Dad burn it, Paul, we are starving.
Let's go.
Yeah, we'll get it back, Paul.
What?
Come on.
You say you gave it to this girl.
Yeah, which way she go?
Yeah, it's imperative that we find out.
Yeah.
Imperative. In times of stress such as this, my memory sometimes fails me.
Yeah, I figured that. Would a $10 bill help you to remember?
It all comes back to me now. She was on the stagecoach, bound for Virginia City.
Virginia City.
Blonde. But as to which way she went, in times of stress, such as this, my memory sometimes fails me.
Would a $10 bill help relieve the stress?
Virginia City.
Joe, you take this street and you check the registry at the hotel. Hoss,
Right.
take this street as far as you can go. If you find any girl that fits the description, you let me know immediately. I'll be around here somewhere. Yes, sir. Come on, get going.
Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. You weren't watching very closely. Is such a lovely watch. Is there something else you
No,
care to
thanks.
wager?
Let somebody else win the money.
Good afternoon, sir. Would you care to wager one small silver dollar to prove that the hand is not quicker than the eye?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I think I would like to wager that.
Very good, sir. Now watch the pea under the shell. Gentlemen, watch the pea and watch the shells. Watch me moving quickly about the table and tell me where the pea is.
Under the middle one.
I'm so sorry, sir.
That gem that you're wearing interests me. Would you care to wager, say, $5 against that?
As you like, sir. Again, watch the P under the shell. We move the shells around. Now, under which shell does the P lie?
I'll say under the middle one again. Must be under the middle one.
Obviously, you've played this game before, sir, because the P is under the middle shell.
Thank you.
Oh, you forgot your $5.
Oh, honey, you keep that.
But it's just a chunk of glass.
I know. But such nice glass.
Pleasure to meet you again, Mr. Cartwright. Now, if you'll kindly hand over the Burma Rarity.
Yeah, hurry up.
Well, you want... I guess if you want the Burma Rarity, I guess I'll just have to give it to you.
Ain't you gonna help him?
Nope.
This one's a fake, another fake, another, and another. They're all fakes. Ah, now this is the one I examined the other day, the genuine emerald. And what a beauty it is.
Madame, would it be amiss if I presumed to ask you a question?
Could it have been possible that... Oh, no.
What Mr. Morgan is trying to say, Madame, is how could a sweet little old lady like you...
Oh, lady! Look here, you two crooks. I knew you were crooks from the very beginning. Your modus operandi gave you away.
You see, Mr. Morgan, what did I tell you?
Yeah, but look at it, Mr. Axe. Who would ever suspected that...
Gentlemen, many years ago, when I was in the theater, I was billed as a female prestidigitator. I knew you were planning the switcheroo, exchanging the real emerald for the fake. So I just... pulled the switcheroo first.
Mrs. Hawkins?
How do you do?
Well, sir, mighty glad to see you back. Mighty glad. We've got the 1,500 lots staked out for you.
And now you're ready to complete the deal.
Gentlemen, I'm afraid that Mr. Morgan and I must leave town again.
Leave town? Where are you going this time?
I'm escorting him to San Francisco, Mayor.
But we've gone to a lot of work preparing Sunny Acres as a town site. When will you get back to Virginia City?
Take over Sunny Acres.
About 20 years.
Clementine, you're an amazing woman. Absolutely amazing.
Oh, Benjamin, how gallant. And in front of all these people. I just knew when we had our little talk yesterday that you and I would see eye to eye.
Now, Clementine, we did get the emerald back for you, didn't we?
Yes, but I...
And we did have some sort of an agreement.
You mean?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I won the war and lost the peace. Well, as we say in the theater, there's always another booking for a good act.
An amazing woman.
Coming, Stu.
You sure it's Payson?
It's been over 10 years. It's changed a lot, but it's him.
Had a guitar slung over his back?
Yep.
He stopped out in front of Cass's store. Just looking in.
That's him, all right. Hold on, Billy. Now, you fellas ain't deputies here. I'm the deputy. I'll handle this.
Bet you never thought you'd have to handle a killer when Sheriff Coffey went off and left you in charge.
Roy was here. He'd run that gunslinger out of town.
Well, the sheriff ain't here. I'm in charge. Now, none of those posters say Ed Payson's wanted anywhere. So we're gonna handle this nice and peaceful and quiet.
Sure, Stu.
We're your friends.
We just want to help you out.
Well, I don't want nobody starting no shooting match, understand?
Adam, I'll go see what's keeping Pa. Oh, good day. May I help you?
Yes, ma'am. I'd like some flour and coffee and a side of bacon.
Sure. Would 5 pounds of flour be enough?
That'll do fine.
I haven't seen you around here before. Are you new in town?
No, ma'am, not exactly.
I'll get the bacon for you.
Adam, tell that overgrown brother of yours this is the last of the peaches. Till a new shipment comes in, he better start working up an appetite for rhubarb.
I'll tell him, Will.
Here's the bacon. Now, how much coffee would you like?
Oh, 5 pounds ought to do it.
You?
Yeah, it's me.
I thought you were dead. Lord knows I prayed for it.
Well, look, that was a long time ago. And I'm sorry.
Get out of here.
How much does that come to?
You're not buying anything here, you murdering devil. I said get out of here.
Pa, who is he? What's he done?
This is Ed Payson. The man who murdered your brother.
faster, that's all.
Well, let's see how fast you are now.
I will. Just put it down. I can take care of this. Billy, get his gun.
Careful, Sally. You ain't wearing one.
Where's it?
In my saddle roll.
What's the idea?
I quit wearing it. There's no law against that, is there?
What do you want here, Payson?
Nothing that ain't mine. My daddy left me the ranch when he died, and I figured to come back and settle on it.
You mean you came back here to stay?
Well, why not? Not much of a life being on the drift all the time.
Well, I guess if a man owns a piece of land here, he has a right to live on it.
Cahill. You mean you're letting him stay?
Now, simmer down, Will.
This man's a murderer. He ought to be hanged. If Roy were here,
I don't need Sheriff Coffey to tell me anything. Now, you all know when a man kills another man in a gunfight, it's self-defense. It's the law. You know that.
What kind of law is it that lets a wild animal roam the streets?
I'm not a wild animal, Mr. Cass.
You give me a better name for someone who's killed 12 human beings. Or was it 20?
No. 6.
You almost sound sorry about it.
Well, I'm not too thrilled about it, son.
Well, it's too bad that don't bring them back.
Yeah. And it's too bad I can't make them rest any easier in their graves. I'm floating around like a ghost from place to place till I die. But I can't.
He's got a point there, Stu.
All right. But you better keep your nose clean. And if there's any trouble, I don't care where it starts, I'm going to hold you responsible.
I told you I put up my gun.
Well, you see that it stays put up. Now, we have a clean, peaceful town here.
Yeah, no. That's one of the things I like about it. Thank you, anyway, miss.
He's lucky I didn't kill him.
Now, Will, I know how you feel. But don't let it eat you up. And you keep staying away from him. You say hello to your pa, Adam.
Sally. See you a little later. Nerve of that gunslinger. After what he did, coming in here trying to buy food from me.
Man's got to eat, Will.
He don't and he won't. I'll see to it nobody in town sells him anything.
But, Pa, if you do that, what's he gonna do?
That's his worry.
Put these on my bill, Sally. Throw in a bag of sugar while you're at it, huh?
What's the idea?
Hey, where you going, Adam?
Take a little ride, that's all.
This time of night?
It's as good a time as any.
You're still thinking about that Payson fella, ain't you?
Yeah, I guess I am at that.
You know, I must have heard a dozen different stories about that shooting between him and that Cass boy. Sure would like to know which one of them's right.
Yeah, so would I. I won't be long.
When a man takes a gun in his hand, he becomes like a scourge on the land. Whether wrong, whether right, he knows that he must fight. Soon will die everyone by the gun. When he's young, he's as cool as a stream, and he draws like a man in a dream. Face him down if you dare, with a curse or a prayer. You will die, mother's son, by the gun. Though his name may strike fear where he goes, he's a stranger that nobody knows. Call him out, make you play. Here it comes, Judgment Day. As you die in the sun by the gun. When a man takes a gun in his hand, he becomes like a scourge on the land. For the end as they must.
Morning, boys.
Morning, Bob.
Morning, Bo.
Where'd Adam go?
Finished breakfast and left.
His horse is still outside.
He took the wagon, Pa.
Where'd he go?
Well, he took some scrap lumber and some tools over to Ed Payson's place.
Payson's?
Yes, sir. I reckon that place does need fixing up a little bit.
Well, that ought to hold that. Well, let's take a rest.
Hey, Cartwright.
Yeah?
I've been studying on something I can't figure out.
Yeah, what's that?
Why you're doing this.
Well, no particular reason, just being neighborly. Heard you playing last night. I was out taking the air after supper.
Why didn't you come on in?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I wasn't sure if I was welcome.
Yeah, this is an old friend. I first started playing this to keep my fingers nimble for shooting.
Did it help?
How do you mean?
The shooting.
Oh, no. Well, I don't know, maybe. A little bit. Most of the time, there wasn't any shooting to do. I was working for an old boy over in Oklahoma Territory. This is some years ago. A white-haired fella, about 60. He looked like a bishop. He ran that whole town. Cattle, gambling, you name it. I was on his payroll Well, it was over 8 months. The only time I ever took out my gun was to clean it.
Sounds like a soft job. Why'd you leave?
Well, there was this girl in town that I was seeing. And the young feller that she used to go with decided that he wanted her back. And I guess he figured that killing me was the easiest way to do it. So, he walked down to my hotel one night and called me out. James L. Barlow. He was 22. And among his surviving male relatives was a father, 3 brothers, and more cousins than you could count.
They come gunning for you?
All at once. At least they were fixing to when I left town. Against those kind of odds, a man might as well put a rope around his neck and jump off a chair. Save everybody a lot of trouble.
Well, what about the girl?
Well, stacked up alongside all those cousins, she just naturally lost out. Well, say that girl over at the grocery store yesterday, that Cass's daughter.
Sally.
Yeah. Last time I saw her, she was all buck teeth and pigtails. Doggone, they sure can't fool you.
Yeah, they sure can. Young Billy Buckley thinks a lot of her.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see where he would. Yeah, they all grow up fast. They do indeed.
Why do you have to do this?
He's getting off easy.
Easy? That piece of land is all he has left in the world.
Now, Sally, we're not going to talk any more about it. I told you I've made up my mind.
All right. But will you tell me something? And don't get mad?
I won't get mad.
You say Ed Payson murdered Dave.
That's what it was.
Then why wasn't he tried for murder?
Because no one would testify against him.
Why?
They were afraid.
Mr. Cass, that lawyer's waiting for you down at the sheriff's office.
Was just leaving.
Pa, did you see the shooting?
I know what happened.
But did you see it?
Sally, your brother wouldn't start a fight. He wasn't a troublemaker, honey, don't you remember? Full of fun, played jokes, made people laugh.
But sometimes his jokes weren't so funny. You remember how he used to like to tease people, too. You've been mourning Dave for so long, you've almost forgotten he was human.
That's the one thing I can't forget. He was human, and now he's dead. So how do you expect me to stop hating the man who did it?
By forgiving him.
Till he walked in here yesterday, I almost thought I had. But it won't work, Sally. I'll hate that man as long as I live.
Sally? Billy?
Adam, Pa's figured out a way to get rid of Ed Payson. He's down at the sheriff's office.
Get rid of him?
There's a 12-year-old tax lien on his property. Pa's going to pay it up and have Cahill throw him off.
How much does Payson owe?
Almost $800.
Where you going, Cartwright?
Any place I please. Any objections?
What's going on around here? You didn't have to tell him. You don't know Payson anything.
Says right here in the statute book, Cahill, when the taxes on a piece of property are this far in arrears,
Anyone who comes forward and pays them off is legally entitled to take possession of the land. And as Cass's attorney, I've so advised him.
Now, you sure you want to go through with this, Will?
You better get over to the land office, Mr. Cass. I got a feeling Adam Cartwright's trying to beat you there.
Adam Cartwright?
Sally told him what you were going to do. He headed for the bank.
Meddlesome pup. How do you want the tax receipt made out?
To the owner of the land, Edward Payson.
Ain't that the gunfighter who rode in yesterday?
Yeah, that's the gunfighter that rode in yesterday. Any more questions?
You're going to be sorry you did this, Adam.
Not near as sorry as I'd be if I didn't. I dropped by your store to apologize about yesterday, and I do. But I don't apologize for anything I've done today.
I don't know what to say. It'll be a long time before I can pay you back.
Well, there's no hurry. You're not going anywhere.
No, I guess not. Thanks to you. I got something I'd like to give you for security.
Well, you don't have to do that.
I want you to keep my gun for me. Now, you're the first fella I've met in a long time that hasn't treated me like a rattlesnake. I figure if I haven't got this, I can't use it. So maybe I'll stay out of trouble. At least long enough so you can get paid. Anything wrong?
I wonder if you'd tell me something.
You name it.
Was it a fair fight between you and Dave Cass?
Oh, well, if you'd asked me right afterwards, I'd have said yes. But I'm not so sure anymore.
Why not?
One fella's bound to have some kind of edge, you know that. Either he's not quite as scared or as mad or as drunk as the other one. Or maybe he's just quicker. Dave and I had been drinking that night. And the next thing I knew, we were out in the alley shooting at one another. And then it was all over. I got the idea there's no such thing as a fair gunfight.
I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah.
You have a lot of faith in this man, don't you?
Well, it's not just a question of faith, Pa. I don't claim to know him that well, but he admits he's led a pretty useless life up till now, and he wants to change. I think he deserves the right to try.
Can't argue with that. Just that a man of his sort kind of breeds violence just by being around. Wouldn't want you caught in the middle.
Well, I won't be. Don't worry.
Well, let's hope there won't be any trouble.
Mr. Cass?
Good evening, Billy. Sally's gone home.
Did you make it up with her? Funny the way she seemed to stick up for him, wasn't it?
There's something so evil about a man that can turn members of a family against each other. It's just like it was 10 years ago, and everything's happening all over again. First I lose a son, and now my little girl thinks. You and Sally should get married, Billy.
Well, you think she and that gunfighter... Well, she hardly knows him.
She knows him. Maybe it's too late already. Good night, Billy.
Well, hello, Miss Sally. You're a long way from home, aren't you?
I was just passing. I've been out to visit my Aunt Caroline.
Oh, I see. Well, that's a very fetching bonnet you've got on there.
Thank you.
You'll have to pardon the way I look. Adam's got me tied at the stove today. I'm making biscuits.
Oh, you've got the place fixed up real nice.
Well, thank you. How's everything at your house?
Oh, not so bad.
We got company.
So I see. How you been, Sally?
Fine, thank you, Adam.
What'd you find out?
Well, there's no question about it. Harvey's got some good breeding stock, but I think he's asking too much. Hold out for a while. He'll come down in price.
All right, you're the doctor. Sally, will you stay to dinner with us?
I don't know if I should.
Well, it's going to be a good feed. You got chicken, and sweet potatoes, and, like I say, the biscuits.
Uh-oh.
Well, I guess we'll have to do without the biscuits.
I'll make another batch. It won't take a minute.
Well, if you're sure you don't mind, Miss Sally.
Oh, I don't mind. And you don't have to keep calling me Miss Sally. I'm not that much older than you are.
How are the mighty fallen?
I was riding in my wagon down the road, my true love for to see, when out of the woods jumped a big brown bear. Bow wow, says he. Not now, says me. I'll keep riding in my wagon down the road. I'll keep a rowing out to sea. I'll keep a walking on my feet until I find the only one for me.
I was rowing on the ocean on a raft, my true love for to see, when up from the deep jumped a flying fish. Fly high, says he. Not I, says me.
I'll keep riding in the wagon down the road. I'll keep a rowing out to sea. I'll keep a walking on my feet until I find the only one for me.
My own true love, the only one for me.
Oh, I think I could listen to you all day. But it's late and Pa'll be upset. I really enjoyed your singing very much.
Well, that makes us even. I really enjoyed your biscuits.
Next time you're in town, drop in and say hello. I mean it.
Sally, I didn't mean to kill Dave any more than he meant to kill me. We were just hot-headed kids.
I know.
What do you make of that?
Well, if you don't know, I'll never be able to explain it to you.
Looks like everybody's got the same idea we have.
Things get pretty busy here come Saturday. Everybody getting ready for a big night.
I believe I'll step over and say hello to Sally.
Ed, do you think it's a good idea?
Well, Billy Buckley doesn't own her.
No, but he'd like to.
Who wouldn't? Don't worry, you got my gun. How's the grocery business?
Booming. Come on in. Pa's not here.
Ed Payson just went into your store. Let me handle it.
How?
In my own way.
This doesn't make any sense. And you know it.
I don't care. I don't care about anything else.
Payson! Do you hear me? I'm calling you out. You know why.
Ed, you mustn't go.
Not much else I can do.
But you're not even armed.
He knows that.
How about it, Payson? You coming out, or do I have to come in after you?
Ed, please, let me talk to him. This is on my account.
Yeah, that'd look grand, wouldn't it?
Billy Cahill isn't gonna like this. Stu? The big lawman's out chasing chicken thieves.
Yeah, but
Stay out of this. Well?
I'm sorry I can't oblige you, son.
Still not wearing a gun, eh?
Nope.
Well, we can fix that. Jamie, lend him yours. Go on. Pick it up and put it on.
No, thanks.
You're yellow, mister. You're yellow clean through. You wouldn't take that if you were a man.
No, I wouldn't if you were.
Get up, you lousy coward. Put up your hands.
I got no quarrel with you, son.
Well, I got one with you, mister.
You're looking for a fight? All right, come on.
It's no business of yours, Adam.
It is now. And I am wearing a gun. Come on.
No, Billy. I don't want any killing.
You mean you don't want me killed? Isn't that Ed Will? Not one of the Cartwrights, because that'd make an awful mess of things. But it's different with Ed Payson there, isn't it, huh?
He killed my son.
Because your boy was trying to kill him. Can't you get that through your head?
No, that's not true.
That's the way it was.
I'm not going to let you talk that way about Dave. Dave was a fine, good son.
Huh?
Billy, what are you gonna do?
Get it over with. Give me your gun.
Billy, I want to explain to you about Ed.
You don't have to. I know enough about him.
Billy, please. Please listen to me. It's not his fault. Billy! Billy, come back! Billy's gone after him. You've got to stop him. Pop, please. Answer me. Pop, please. You put him up to this, didn't you? Didn't you?
Davy. You push hard, don't you, son?
I was figuring since you don't want to fight, maybe you'd still have sense enough to run. Pack up. You're free to take whatever you can carry.
Kind of lets out the house and barn, doesn't it?
Get going.
You're the one who's going to get going, Billy.
Don't push me anymore, Adam.
You'll never get pushed any harder.
Adam, I told you before, this ain't your fight.
He's right, Adam.
Don't be a fool, Ed. He's trying to goad you into something you don't want to do.
So you want to do it for me? First in town and now here. I don't want a wet nurse, Adam.
Don't you understand, Ed? You lose either way. You kill him, it'll be just like the rest. You keep drifting for the rest of your life. Just another ghost. You got the whole world in your hands here. Don't drop it now.
Move out, Adam. It's too late for talk.
Billy, I don't mind a man fighting his own grudge, but you're doing Cass's work, and you're gonna have to finish it through me.
No, Cass is not the reason he's here. Sally and his son. Oh, it's me he's after, and he's right. Because I want her too.
You don't have to fight him. You've got her.
Not as long as I'm alive, you don't.
As long as you're alive. Or I'm alive. That's always what it comes down to, isn't it?
That's the way it's gonna have to be, mister.
All right, Adam, you heard it. I'm gonna kill him or he's gonna kill me, and that's the difference that there is between being Ed Payson and Adam Cartwright. All right, son, let's get at it.
That's what I've been waiting to hear.
I'm sorry, Adam. It was bound to happen one time or another. And if not him, then it would have been somebody else.
yeah?
Ed? You just had to do it, didn't you? You had to push him into it. And that makes you a better man, doesn't it?
He was faster, that's all.
Billy? Billy?
For they end as they must, lying dead in the dust.